First rule of live streaming. Clean your lenses before you start. Hey everybody, MJ here. This is downtown Hukou, not too far away from the place where you've all seen me live stream from many times, that big market. Now I'm going to turn my chat view on just to make sure I got it all. I do have the chat box on, but it's been malfunctioning lately. And so I'm taking a walk to the Hukou night market. I haven't been to this night market in a long time. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I'm not using the Pocket 3, I'm using the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the Insta360 Flow, and also the DJI Mic 2. So let me know how it looks and how it sounds. It should be okay. We got a good 5G signal here. Now, according to the map, we just go left here. And I kind of just wanted to walk up to it, you know, as I was approaching it. Okay. Let me see. Kind of want to. I see what I got to do. It's been a while since I used this gimbal. I got to pop this out a little bit and bend it so it kind of, there you go. All right, yeah, wow. I forgot how to work this because I've been using the Pocket 3 so much. All right. I have my battery bank. Yeah, see, I have my battery bank tripod with me so I can charge everything. Boy, what I love about the Pocket 3 now that I've been using it is when I want to change the angle that I'm holding the Pocket 3, I can press the lock button, move it in any position and let go, and the gimbal stays the same. Now what I want to do is I want to change the orientation of the handle down a little bit. So if I lock it, it's locked. I'm moving the handle, but when I let go, yeah, it goes, yeah, it doesn't reset it. I just got to remember that. The reason I'm not using the Pocket 3 tonight is because I don't want to have both hands busy, and I want to be able to, you know, walk around and buy stuff and so forth. So let me turn this around. Turn it right around here. Come on. Everybody, MJ here. All right. We're going to cross as soon as the light turns and we get the go-ahead to cross. You know what? I am going to straighten this up. I don't care. I'm going to pop this up a little bit more. Yeah, here we go. So the night market is right ahead. Okay, here we go. 29 seconds. We got it. Now we just don't have a wide angle lens on the front of this, but that's okay. It's pretty wide. Now, I've got to watch behind me, see if these guys are going to kill me or not. Okay. Now we got plenty of Tone, Boca. All right. So now we're approaching the night market area. Now I haven't been here for a couple of years. And last time I was here, it's kind of disappointing. You can see I should, well, it looks like a blackness filter. It's not, it's just fingerprints. One thing that I have been complaining about for years, hold on, is that some of the controls in Prism Live Studio are too close to the camera. So anyway, that's better. Not so much fuzzy on the highlights. All right, speaking of which, let's go back around to the front. We're gonna go to the rear camera, rear camera, and this is wide angle. And I just want to check something else. Hi, Chad, you know I want this on. Okay. I don't, all right. Wow. You look handsome with your LED collar on. Yeah, well, thank you for not biting me. You're a little too old for that, I think. He's got more gray hair than I do. Hope I didn't miss any comments. I accidentally had the comment view turned off, but see, I got the chat box on, and the chat box has lately been malfunctioning. I don't know why, but it seems that I have missed, in the past few live streams I've done with Prism Live Studio, I've missed several comments, and I don't know why. So let's go over here. I think my old friends that do the sausage are going to be here again tonight, which would be cool because I haven't seen them since the night market at Shinpong. So here it is. Okay, so I took the train here. I took a bus to the train station and took the train to Shinpong and then to Hukou station, and here we are. Shows we have one viewer. So if I missed your comments, I'm sorry. I don't think I have though. Okay, now this is, wow. I don't know what happened. See the smoke going up from the fried places? This is abysmally small. I gotta see what's going on. This might not even be worth getting anything to eat here. I might go to a restaurant later. Okay. One viewer is you, Uncle Bud. How's it going, bro? Early in the morning for you, I know. Thanks for joining. All right, let me know if you can't hear me. I'll turn on the noise reduction, but I think it should be okay. Barbecue place here. We say barbecue. It could be a wide range of things. All right. Oh, there seems to be a big line for this fried chicken. I think that's what it is. No, it's not. All right, dumplings. Tea shop. Yeah, I remember this place last time I was here, like a long time ago. Wow. Ooh. Might have to get some of this because they got bacon wraps. Uh-oh, my favorite. Oh yeah, look at that. Sausage. Oh man, I might have to come back here. And one of my favorite rip-off games is the coin toss. Yeah, that's okay. I'll stop now. The coin toss, and it's because they're all angled backwards. All right, these are should be mushrooms. They got them in English. French fries, seaweed, oyster mushrooms. And this place has sandwiches, but I don't do bread anymore. I don't do any grains anymore. I've been strict on it, really strict. And very good. This is this steak place here. Blue steak looks like. Taking a guess. There's no rhyme or reason. It's like everything next to each other. It could be one thing or the next. It just doesn't matter. All right, so yeah. Little kids' toys here, or not little kids' games. So how's the audio, OM? Ah, these are cool. I like these places. Okay, so 30 NT is $1 US, so 69, 19. There's like bike lights and stuff. They got like, what are these, earbuds? Yeah, of course they're missing. Somebody stole them out of here, but kinds of cables and stuff. Sometimes they got a couple things in here that I end up getting. These used to be all 10 NT, they would call them, 10 NT stores. Probably nothing over here. This is really small. This place has changed so much. Well, there isn't much to show, so I must take advantage of it. This says this is a 120 watt charger. Okay, good, thank you. 120 watt charger. And it shows a European plug. That's interesting. Wow. And this one shows, this Taiwan power system is based on US, so that's a US style plug. Oh, I see. It's different on each side. I don't know. Fast charging. Let me see. Of course, it doesn't have any. Of course, it doesn't have any specs on it. So they just wrote 120 watts on it. And they could put a power resistor across the line to drive 100, to draw 120 watts and call 120 watt charger. Seen that before. BB gun. These are cool. These are little things where little kids can take nets and capture fish and take them home. In this case, these are little toys. But over there, there's turtles, those little painted turtles, and some other little fish you take home, which I did one time. They had some really interesting little puffer fish, and they were pretty diseased. Let me just say that. Okay, so. Wow, it's all sweets, all carbs. Yeah, this is black sugar, this famous black sugar tea. Okay. Yep. Meat sandwich looks like. And oh yeah, this is like I guess they're doing oyster pancakes and they're doing mian, like lo mein, I guess you would say in English. And then I forget what they call this, but this is like a medicinal soup. Got bags of herbs in it, and this is stuff to deep fry. And they're doing the oyster omelet over here, oyster pancake. It's got tons of tapioca in it, and I really don't like them. I've never liked them. They're very sticky, and I don't like the texture. Folding magnet wireless station, all this stuff, self-sticky tripod. This is the place to come for all this. All this stuff is made here. It's a USB port, hexagon socket, USB port. So probably has a cable on it, I don't know. And these little personal fans are the vehicle fan, personal fan here, so pretty cool. Yeah. Zorro. Yeah, lots of cables and stuff. I wonder if they have short USB-C to C. See, these are USB-A to Lightning. These are all A's. All A's. And this is dual, okay. I actually could use a couple of short C to C. So I was going to get some beef, but I have no idea what that would be now. Okay, oyster guy, or clams. These are clams. The clam guy here. So, and this looks like, oh, this is squid. Look at that. Cool. Deep fried squid. Yep, that's what that is. Stir-fried squid, they call it. Okay, just humming as I go along here. And this is steak here. In the old days, all these places had beer. I don't know what's going on. But this was the place where you could sit down and get, a big, like, half-liter stein of beer for like 100 NT, like $3, and they don't have it anymore. Now it's true, I quit eating grains and wheat, and I haven't eaten any beer, or I haven't drank any beer since I stopped, the grain diet. But the thing is I would probably get beer tonight. So here's some more. This is octopus, and These are actually takoyakis, what it is. Oh yeah, I like this. Wow, look at how much going on here tonight. I had to walk 750 meters from the train station to get here, and I was looking forward to having some kind of food. I guess I'll go back to that barbecue place, but the problem is there's no tables to sit down with. Okay, that's corn, grilled corn. They grill corn here with the husk off, and it gets really dry. And this is Hukou. That's literally how you say hot dog in Chinese, and they're breaded. And this is boneless chicken, like a popcorn chicken, boneless chicken. Now, there's something over here. I don't know what it is. The problem is there's no place to sit, and that's bad. That's not a good thing. Okay. This is sushi, sashimi. Yeah, I don't know if I would eat that from the night market. These are soybeans, and yeah, others. It looks like it's chicken feet without bones, and that's actually good because it's got a lot of cartilage. So what is this? Oh, okay, this is sweet potato balls. I like to say spheres because people start smoking them. You know how it is when you deal with an immature audience. All right. Now, what am I going to do? Because the problem is there isn't a whole lot of choices, and there's no place to sit. Those places down there that have these chairs are specific to that restaurant. And the problem is, unless you're going to eat there, you can't sit there. So I could, in theory, if I wanted to, go over here and get some barbecue and maybe go grab a tea, all in bags, which I don't actually like to do. More sausage. Now this isn't the guy that I know. This is a different guy. He's not here, it looks like. The guy that was in the last broadcast. But in theory, I could probably get some barbecue, get a tea, and carry it over and buy a steak. So let's do that. And we got Taiwan black tea. And, let me see. Oh, this helps too. I want to show you guys. It's all in English too. Yeah. Oh wow, that's really good. That's black sugar zendu naicha. That's fresh tea. That's a famous pearl tea, but it's black sugar. I can't eat it though, or I can't drink that because it's way too sweet for me. So, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab something here, because one way or another I gotta eat something. So I'm gonna go over here. You can't be shy. I'm gonna grab one of these dishes, right? And I need to hold this. So these are bacon, 2 bacon going in here. And these look like, I don't want to get too much stuff. And maybe like 1 sausage. Yeah, I don't want to get too much. Okay, that's okay. And then I can watch her cook these. So she puts it over there. Oh. Boy, is it? I want to watch them do their thing here. This is interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to normal. This is one. This is not telephoto. Look at that. Hello, puppy. I'm going to explore and ask the girl for a black tea with fresh cream that she can do it and no sugar. Yeah. 有无糖的吗？无糖的。
无糖的是四季春。
因为我想那个鲜奶的红茶无糖。
可是我们鲜奶红茶 茶是固定的半糖。
哎，对，OK，没有啊。
没有。
OK，谢谢你，谢谢。
你要春茶鲜奶。
什么？
春茶鲜奶就是无糖。
是无糖。
春茶鲜奶。
Okay. Okay. Okay, she's gonna give me an alternative then too. But it's fresh cream that I want. Sorry, she's a little bit out of the frame because I was holding the gimbal. Tom people say cool, man. They don't care if you're filming or not. Got my wallet out. Sorry about the shaky. Gosh, I need a camera person. Okay. Just put a stabbing straw in it and one of those tops. I'm gonna stick this right here for a second. No, I'm gonna hold up my pinky on my gimbal hand. Now, so I paid 100 NT, so I got 1, 2, 3, 45 back. So that's 55 NT. And so that's like a little bit over, it's like $1.75 for a cup of fresh tea, no sugar, fresh milk, and ice. So that wasn't bad. So let's go back over here and see if we can, yeah, I want to, excuse me, I kind of just want to be like a foreigner fly on the wall here. The Insta360 Flow gimbal is very smooth. I'm at 3x, hand holding it. I'm trying to get a shot of the food coming here. I don't know if she's taken mine yet. Yeah, I think she has. I think that's some of that's mine. Oh, I see the bacon. There you go, bacon on there. Oh, I hate when they do that though, because they're brushing the blood products. Ugh. Oh, I didn't see, but maybe he's using a different sauce. I want to welcome everyone who's just joined. We are in Hukou, Taiwan, and I don't really live stream all that much anymore like I used to. I know my channel's doomed. That's okay. Just kind of do what I want. I'm going to put my time and energy into the studio channel. I'm putting my time and energy into the studio itself. Now, when we first showed up here, if you go back in DVR mode, I showed how there was a bunch of smoke coming out. That's one of the places where the smoke's going into the night sky. Of course, it's not going anywhere. It's just going, above their heads. But you can smell this place for a couple, blocks away, that's for sure. All right. I'm going to lock this gimbal. There you go. I think it's better. Actually, I've got a tripod. I can just kind of like do this, kind of aim it down. There you go. Just checking something. We're on full pin here on the batteries on the Flow, and I got 80% on the phone, which is good. So I think we're okay. And I have I have actually 2 battery banks with me. I've got the battery handle that I showed everybody a couple of weeks ago from Ulanzi, and that can recharge the Flow, and at the same time it can recharge the phone through the Mic 2 receiver. Mike, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Right. Thanks for joining. There we go. Look at that smoke, man. Oh, that's cool. She's going to ask me in a second how much it is. Let me go back on one. I'm going to 0.5. I'll be in front of the camera just a second paying for it. 多少
230。
230 OK 3谢谢 So we get 300 back. 谢谢 I happen to have the correct change. That was 130 NT for that. I got two bacon, one sausage, 2 chicken, and 2, I think they're pork. And that, so 100 NT is $3, so I spent $6 and some change. $7 I think I spent. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to the steak place, and then I'll be able to get a chair supposedly, and sit down at the table. Okay, the smells are amazing. That was a barbecue place, and you saw the exhaust fan blowing that smoke up there. It was really pretty hot. But this is great. As you guys know, I've been having so many problems with heart palpitation stuff, and I don't have a single one. It's amazing. I found the cause, apparently, according to my empirical evidence. No, it's all anecdotal, but still. Okay, I'm going to order a steak and no noodles. I don't want any noodles. I just want the I want to photograph this while they're doing that. 哎，你好，我要一个牛排。对，这边我不要面，可以换鸡蛋吗？好 ，OK， 谢谢。请你可以后加哈，谢谢你。Okay, so I ordered the what you call black pepper sauce. Now I'm going to sit right here on this table. Oh, I guess she's okay. Put this stuff down. Okay, and I'm going to turn the camera around facing me this way behind, which should be interesting. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked over. If it does, I'll be spending a lot of money this week. So what I'm doing is I'm facing away from the restaurant, and behind me is all the people that are just walking around. So this is one thing I don't like. Is you end up with all these bags at the end, and they just people generally don't dispose them properly. So this is that tea. I forget what she said it was. Oh, I gotta go get the silverware and stuff. I forgot about that. Oh, she's bringing me. Oh, shit. 1 J. Okay. Gotta pay as you go. Hang on a second. Oh. Okay, she said 150. Okay, pay as you go. It used to be you would pay when you got up to lead. So she gave me a 50 NT coin. So 150 is well, $5. Now let me do this. I'm going to turn this around. See, that was really fast. They evidently don't have a whole lot of people right now. So let me turn this around. I'll show you what this looks like. So I didn't want noodles, and I had her put the black pepper sauce on, and I had her exchange an egg for the noodles, which is common because a lot of people don't like them. They eat noodles all day, or they eat rice all day, and they don't want any more. So I got 2 eggs, and they're half cooked, just how I like them. And so now we're just going to do this. Now, let me taste the tea. I forgot what kind of tea she said it was. I have to go back and watch the replay. Oh, it's a type of oolong. I think it's Tiaguan. Oh yeah, milk tea. Nothing like it in Taiwan. This is steaming hot, so I'm gonna wait a few minutes. And what I have done in the past, I took my silverware out of the bag, and I'm not gonna do it yet. I put it on the hot plate, and what I didn't realize was that it heated up the fork really bad. This is a bacon wraps. Bacon and onion. It is, man. But not only that, it's so cheap. I came here with 20 bucks in my pocket. And the bus cost 30 NT, $1. The train costs 15 NT, half a dollar to get here. $1.50 to get here. I walked. That's okay. I walked altogether I walked like 1 kilometer. Better for your health anyway, right? So, I came here with, keep on quiet, 700 NT. About $25. When I get back home, I'm gonna have 3 or 4 left over. Pretty amazing. Here's our angle here. Now this, I'm pretty sure is skewered chicken. Onions, yeah, it's got green onions in it. You can see that. Oh man. Yep, that's really something, man. Family next to me is enjoying the show. Yeah, I just got 2 chickens, 2 bacon, and this Taiwan sausage. It has a slight charred aroma, slightly sweet. Taiwan sausage generally is a little bit sweet. This has kind of what they call a jiu wei, which means that it has kind of a liquor flavor. So they flavor it with Galion, which is the sorghum liquor. It's pretty strong. The reason the steak's so cheap is because it's glue steak. You heard me talk about that before. Where these food glues to put innocuous scraps of beef together to form like a beef pie. Kind of strange, if I'm being honest. Beautiful night here, though. And today the weather was partly sunny and about 20 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, and that's some fairly high gusts of wind yesterday, but not too much today. Now, when I get back home, I'm going to check the sky in my house because I can't tell here, but it seems like it's cloudy. But if it's if I get back home and it's not, I'm going to bring out the telescope because I've been getting some photos that I want to show you, and I want to show you a photo that we took with our telescope. That's Jupiter and a couple of the what do they call them? I forget, they're Galilean moons, Copernican moons. I forget. Anyway, the moons the first astronomers saw. I can't think. And I don't even know what I'm doing when I got that picture. That telescope is incredible. Because you can clearly see the red spot and the atmospheric bands. So yeah, I'm psyched to set the scope up and get some more photos I can manipulate. There's a really, really cool program called Astro Surface. I know it's weird, but Astro Surface. It does everything. It does alignment, stacking, and editing. It actually takes the place of like 3 different applications because I've been, in between everything else I'm doing, researching how to process astrophotography, photos. Just taking the photos is the easy part. It's what you do with them after that counts. And I've got a USB camera using SharpCap, which is an astronomy, capture program. It's open source. And capturing the images, it captures them to a video file, which makes a lot of sense because then you get, thousands and thousands of still photos out of the video file, right? And then the program analyzes them, and you can select the percentage that you want to use based on quality. There's a quality threshold and stuff. It's amazing. So you can narrow down. You just use your best images, and it'll stack them. And then you can do the sharpening and so forth. That's what really brought that out in that photograph, was the detail sharpening. So yeah. Let me do this. I'm gonna put this over here. Show more of the you can see the other tea shop down there. That's not a tea shop. Tea shop down at the end. I just want to show some more other people walking around. These places usually do have some kind of free beverage too. Some of them have soup, but it's been my experience that the places that have the sugar, the places that have the tea, they always have sugar in it. I'm gonna go grab a couple tissues.不好意思。There you go. That's better. Now, that's what you have a tripod for. Stuff tissues under so they don't blow away. All right. We can go this way for a while. Show some of the other action. So to me, the best thing on this plate with a steak is the what we call banso, half-cooked eggs. I like half-cooked eggs. I like them, you know, sunny. All right. One thing that I wish these microphone systems would have, believe it or not, is a warning system that if one falls off, if it falls off, and you don't see it, it tells you that you left it behind. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Because I did have one fall off in Kaohsiung. This is a DJI Mic 2, and I'm using the Mic 2 package, not the one that came with the Creator Combo in the Pocket 3. This is a separate standalone package because I wanted to have the extra mics. I have some projects coming up that I need multiple mics for. Well, I know it's really early. I mean, for North America. So what time is it actually? Yeah. It's 8 a.m. Thursday morning. Most people have to work. I'm surprised we didn't have like any more comments than we have, but it's perfectly all right though. Guys, you know, got any questions about the night market here in Taiwan or stuff, you know, anything like that, feel free. I am scarfing up these eggs. Steak, not too good. It is kind of eye candy, isn't it? Let me show you the front. Or the rear, actually. So the people who are sitting at the restaurant. And now we're back on the front camera. I think I'm done with the glue steak. Quite good. The sausage is quite good. All right. How many? Oh. Thousands of people watch me eat over the years. I mean, Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook, Broadcast. Remember those days? Those were the days, man. Wild West, the frontier of live streaming. It was on a giant like pan, you know, like teppanyaki. Just a big iron flat griddle. Bottle gas fired, and then they have an iron hot plate. They put it on, and the iron hot plate is on a wood base. They heat the hot plate separately, and when it's burning hot, they throw it on a wood plate. That's why it's called Sizzling steak, actually. I didn't really realize this, but the I guess the night market's going to be here to stay. Because they have a sign. Oh, this is 2x. I always thought it was 3x. See, the native camera is 3x. But with Prism, you only get 0.5, 1, and 2x. So I never noticed that before, but they actually have a sign calling it the Hukou night market. Thing is, though, traditionally, night markets have always been family places. Even though they serve beer and stuff, a lot of games for kids. Kids love it. Even to this day, my daughter's getting older. She's actually a young adult now, but she still likes coming to the night market once in a while. She likes big ones, though. There's a night market in Jubei. I tried streaming from there a couple times. Even saw Win there one night. The problem with that night market is it's so big. There's like 2,000 people in some cases. And everybody in Taiwan has unlimited internet. And you've heard me do this rant before. But, everybody's got their phone is checking Facebook every 30 seconds, so you can't get a signal. It's terrible. It was an air show at Hsinchu Air Force Base about 10 years ago. Oh, more than that. Anyway, same thing. 4,000 or 5,000 people. On this runway. I wanted to live stream it. Couldn't do it. I think the only way you could do it is if you could somehow. I mean, it's possible. It just costs money. Bond several SIM card accounts together. And maybe get the throughput. Otherwise, it won't happen. The tea is good. Now, I don't eat as much as I used to. Cut way down. Still getting used to ordering, a lesser amount. So when I went to the barbecue place, got these skewers, I got less than I normally would, but there's still too many. Kid next to me fussing. Only likes to sit here. Usually they're pretty nice, but this is kind of a small town, a real small town. Every once in a while I still get, stares and some weird stuff. But most of these kids over here now, today, are okay, but at the night markets, especially years ago when they were by the train station, I remember I was sitting there one night, and all of a sudden this kid slams up against my table. His mom pushed him. And I heard what she said in Chinese. She said, "Hey, there's a foreigner, speak English." So I looked at the kid and I said in Chinese, I said, "Tell your mom I don't speak English." I said, "I'm not she could hear." That's ridiculous. This place does have soup. I just saw it. It's typical corn soup. Taiwan has cream corn soup everywhere. Every big steakhouse. It's actually the cuts are better, but you can get this kind of night market sizzling steak at a sit-down steakhouse. So that's all they do. Of course, I mean that's the main thing. They'll do squid and other stuff, but it's all corn soup. Always corn soup. I never get it because I don't eat corn. Now what I would like to get, although I think I'm going to resist the urge, is one of those fried squid. I'm trying to avoid deep fried food too, because usually it's breaded. And the takoyaki, I love it, but I don't want the breading anymore. So, I'm about 8 kilometers, close enough to ride my trike if I wanted to. There is an elevation difference because I live on a plateau. But driving my car would have taken me about 14 minutes. Not far. If I didn't want to drive. Sorry, I said I just didn't want to drive. And what it is I didn't want to deal with the parking. There's a big parking lot down the street. It's a parking garage, elevated one. You got to go up different floors. And it's really old. So the spaces are tiny. I don't like it. I don't like the pay system. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to take the train and the bus. That's what I did. Thing is, the bus doesn't run the other way, but I can walk to the train station, get on the train, and ride the train to Shinpong. And once I get out of Shinpong, there'll be a taxi there. And I could get home in a taxi for like about $2.50, $3. This is too much. I don't want any more. I got one skewer of chicken I want. I said kid if he wants it, but I think he'd be too scared to take it. So how's the hat holding up? It's got kind of a ragged look to it, which I think is kind of actually the whole point. All right, one more bacon wrap. It's got 2 skewers, and that's it. And the first skewer of chicken. Now, 1 piece of chicken left. I'm going to eat that. Mike, not to take you away from this live stream, but this night market is on Google Maps. So just type it exactly like it is in the title, Hukou night market, and you'll find it. If you look on satellite, zoom in, I'll wave up and say hi. This reminded me of something terrible. A friend of mine bought a LuxGen car, which is a Taiwan car, when it first came out. It's loaded with technology. Side cameras, lane departure warnings, adaptive radar cruise control, and the one thing it had was eagle view. And whoever invented that is amazing. But because it takes a trapezoidal keystone view and turns it into a panorama around the car, right? But they call it like satellite view. It's not really satellite. But his car was black, and when you go into satellite view, it shows a representation of a car, and the car was white. So his wife asked him, when we're looking at satellite view, why is our car white? It should be black. So she didn't actually realize or understand how it works. But it's funny how these random things pop in your head. When I get my trike fixed a little bit later in the year, because I'm going to start riding it again real soon. Now that I've solved my heart palpitations issue, the next issue I'm going to solve is my sleep issue. I'm working on digestion too. I made some major strides in fixing my digestion. Excuse me. But the other thing I'm going to be working on is getting up earlier and going to bed earlier. And I'm starting that now. It's just taking time. Once I get to that routine, what I'm going to be doing is taking a trip on my trike. I want to go away for a couple days or a week at a time. Really put some miles on that thing, and get back into rock weight. One tiny little piece of this steak like that, I think it's ice cold. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it. It just looks too bad. It's the sauce is all coagulating and stuff. I got one piece of one skewer of this chicken left, and I don't think I'm going to eat it. I think I'm going to skip it. Excuse me, I got something in my teeth. We talked about that before. How in Asia, cover your mouth when you open it. That's why you see women laughing like this. So, yep. Absolutely. And I mean, what we're doing right now, where I'm sitting here in Taiwan and in real time, you're hearing things within 15 to 30 seconds of when they happen. So, yep. But on the other hand, too, it's about how much we allow technology to affect our daily lives, too. Because people complain about mobile phones, yet they have one. People complain about TV and everything else, but they have one. So, yeah. I'm just going to leave this here. I'm not this one last. When you guys want it, it's a big long skewer. I'm not going to take it home. It's a big long skewer of chicken. I'm just going to leave it in here. Somebody will. This won't go to waste, because what they do is when they throw it away, they collect it for the farms. Then it'll end up being pig food. So, excuse me, got a little sniffle. The good news is the tea hasn't hit me, so I don't have to use the restroom. Because I don't want to do a Frank Drebin where I go to the restroom and leave my mic on. But let me go ahead and take a walk, and let me turn the camera back around, and we're gonna resume our walk here. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna take a look at this guy right here. This is Yo-Yu. Wow. That is a big squid, and yeah, see, he's got it all breaded. And I don't want to do that, but okay. One thing he says about it, it's got there's a comment here on the oil that he uses for deep frying. So I just want to see this up close. But yeah, actually, it's choking me, this powder one. Okay, so they come out of there wet with a stick in them, and throws it in there and breads them up, and then puts them over here to dry. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, So much for that. And I got to tell you, you know, you have to have willpower. So that's good. I know how good it tastes. I know, you know, it's just fantastic. But I also know what it can do to you. And I have just completely, you know, got myself off of that. Yeah, there's an audio adapter. There's a couple adapter cables that look pretty good. But I prefer to get the branded ones if I can, because they just, you know, it's a crapshoot. I used to buy, everywhere I'd go, I would buy these cables, right? Good evening, Dave. How you doing? Good to see you. Always nice to see your icon popping in here. I used to buy cables, you know, wherever I could, and all kinds of adapters and things wherever I could, no matter what, just to try them out. And I have wasted more time figuring out what doesn't work than anything else. That's some kind of bread, like a butter bread, I think. Oh. Yeah, a couple different flavors. Yeah, written in old script. Can't read it. Now Taiwan doesn't have guns. I mean, you can't own a gun as a citizen. You can own BB guns. This is a BB gun arcade. Don't tempt me. Hey, the raffles. Well, you know, when in Singapore, man, you gotta have a Singapore sling. There's another drink very similar to that called a Green Dragon I used to drink back in the old days. These are cheap shavers. Look at this, Dave. You want to get one of these? How about the Fei Hong? You want to get a Fei Hong razor? Look at this thing, man. You know what? I wouldn't shave the fuzz off my shirt with this. There it is. I got a little bit of a beard. Should I try it? I don't know. What do you think? Nah, because it'll probably grab. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Excuse me. Data cable. Okay. Everybody should have alloy chopsticks, man. These things are heavy. These things are heavy. Are they actually metal? Yes, they are. I think. Oh man, they feel like metal. Wow. Yeah, let me see. I can't really see what it says. Wow. Probably not, because there's a temperature rating on them, but still, they're heavy duty. Let's go back here, see what's some more junk. More junk. Yeah, there's a torch. Fill it full of gas. Belt that won't fit me. Hats that won't fit me. Oh, beautiful, romantic, it says on there. They're living simple. These are bath mats. Trying to get through. All this stuff, I don't even know what it is. Couldn't stand getting stuck there with a copyright hit. Well, it's really true. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a shower head, I think. Yeah, it's a shower head. Turbocharged shower head. Yeah, this is cool. I got a really good shower head, man. With a handle on it that turns it on and off. So I can just put it back in the wall holder and turn it off. So what is this, air freshener? Yeah. It's kind of heavy, so it's probably got a fan in it. Who knows? Smart cup temperature display. Oh yeah, I've seen these. Okay, they change color, I guess. I don't know. Just guessing. Some of this stuff I don't even want to look at. Hotel series. This is like a cologne or something. Okay, anybody know what this is? What is this thing? Anybody know? Anybody know what these are? Because I do. They are a head massager. That's right. Push it down on your head and it massages your head. But don't ask me how good it is. I never used one. About the only thing in there useful, I think, are like some washcloths here. Big water jugs if you want them. Okay, I went down there already. What is this? Oh, look, this is a smartwatch. Oh, look at a 900T Pro Max. Look at this. This is a smartwatch. It's actually kind of heavy, and it's got, you know, the back like an Apple Watch, but I highly doubt this has, you know, ECG, EKG on it. But yeah, does it say FCC mode? Yeah. FCC and CE, made in China. Okay, well, I don't know. It calls it a smartwatch, but I don't know. These things are cute, but the last one I bought broke. But I had a metal one that lasted me about 6 years. So it's not a, yeah, okay, but it's a massager. But yeah, okay, you get style points at least for that. Now this is funny because this looks like one of those stiletto knives, but it's a vegetable knife. But yeah, it's a head massager, and this is probably a an ashtray. Yes, with an LED on it, man. I mean, it's like everything's LED here. It's great. Another ashtray. So the only place you can. Okay, I mean, if you were in the States, where would you go to buy an ashtray? Who would have? I remember we were looking at these before. They're all gone. Those 120 super fast chargers, people fell for them, man. They fell for it. Now here's the thing. This one's out. So let me see. What does it say in there? Okay. Now it says input 100 240 volts. And it says 0.5 amps. Okay, you guys hear that? 0.5 amps. So USB-C, it says 5 volts at 3 amps. No. It says 120 watts max. No, there's no way. There's no way. See, watts is power, and it's current times voltage. So if it's 3 amps times 5 volts, it's 15 watts. That thing's not 120 watts. It's total 120 watts, right, in your dreams. If you put a wire inside to short directly the, you know, both sides of the line, you might get it. You might get 120 amps, you know, instantaneously, but probably a lot more than that. I think these kids are throwing something out there. I'm not sure. I don't think these kids are using darts. I just popped the balloon though. And these are all these little dolls, plushies, games for little kids. You guys have seen Phoenix play these at several points in her growing up. You guys have seen that before. Now at the beginning of the live stream, this actually looks good, but I don't want to eat the bread. I would eat the meat, you know, and the onions, because it's probably mountain pig. Oh, they have mushrooms though. What am I getting those? Now remember when I said earlier, I said that this is like the most cheating game at the night market, and the reason is simple. The reason is because they're actually tilted back. When you look at them from the side, I can't get in there and look at them from the side, but knowing that they're tilted back, you can see. Now the front row has the little stuff, so the little stuff doesn't really need to be tilted back. When you get up higher, they all are. And when you're looking at like the extreme edge on that side, you can see that they're tilted back. See, it's not straight up and down. So I just wanted to point that out. That's all supposed to be for fun anyway. So these are king mushrooms, mixed mushrooms. Let me go look and see what this is. Oh, wow. Okay, so that would be the king oysters, and then I don't know what the Shan one is. So, hello, Ethan. Yeah, I want to get that one. Pepper salad says so. This isn't even a lot though compared to like what a lot of night markets have. So, thing is a lot of places in the United States have um, night markets now too. 他会害羞吗？
他不会害羞啊。
OK，好啊。嘿，老板多少？啊？
他的直播100块。
谢谢。对。
FB 吗？
不是 YouTube。
Twitter。
YouTube。
YouTube，他 YouTube 直播，他的 YouTube 直播手机上镜头了。
没有关系，我没有这么有名啊。
你要加什么？
那个 wasabi， 谢谢。Yeah， 我很喜欢 wasabi。I'm gonna put this down for a second because I gotta put this back in my wallet. Excuse me, the ladies asked me, I was streaming on Facebook. Okay, 100块, 谢谢. Thing is she was making a big deal. Say, hey, he's live streaming on YouTube. A couple people came up. I said, hey, I'm not so famous. 谢谢. Yeah, the reason I went over there, what I said to the lady, I said, is he shy? And she goes, no, he's not shy, because he was talking to her and looking at me and talking to her and looking at me, which is usually an indication of, I don't know what to say or whatever. So, now there are places, Mike, that I've heard, that have night markets in the United States. They're usually run by organizations that try to bring, like, really, for the most part, Chinese culture is where a lot of this started, but it's, throughout East and Southeast Asia. Excuse me. And so some places where you might have a Chinatown or other ethnic towns like that of Asian persuasion, you can find some cases night markets. I think a lot of places, especially the way the economy is, because it's good for the local economy. It's also good for the local people because the food choices are cheap, and there's a lot of variety. And just because it's kind of fast food, it's a lot of it's prepared ahead of time and just heated up here or whatnot, it doesn't mean it has to be unhealthy. It's just that it's not kind of in line with the concept of fast food, like the fast food restaurants that you would normally have, the big chains, so forth. So, but I got to tell you, if if you can get a hold of a parking lot, and you can rent a parking lot and control this parking lot, excuse me, like it was yours to do with whatever you want to do. Let me straighten this out. It was yours to do with whatever you wanted to do. And you can allocate a certain, like half of it, to parking cars, and the other half, of course, in the United States, there's a lot of regulation, with common vehicular licenses and all that stuff. It's just always a bunch of stupid red tape that prevents people from doing things. One thing I don't like doing business in the United States anymore is because of that. There's too many regulations. I mean, I had a guy call me up and wanted me to quote some cast parts, for him. That's what we do. And I went through the quotation process, and he's like, okay, so, what bank do you use in America? I'm like, I don't use a bank in America. We're a Taiwan company. He goes, you don't have any bank in America? And I go, no. Why would I have a bank in America? And he said, well, my bank won't let me do business with an overseas bank. And I said, well, my bank doesn't tell me how to do business. I'm the boss, not the bank. And I said, if you want the prices, that's what you're gonna have to do. So yeah, there's a lot of red tape, but there has to be a way that you could make some kind of a an association, an organization, okay, where you could have like a license that would cover everybody that was there, you know, vendor's license or whatever, for the entire association. There has to be a way to do it. If I found myself stuck back in the US, and that's exactly how I think I would feel about it, stuck, I'd be trying to do stuff like that. I would be trying to hook up with businessmen and businesswomen and, you know, business people, and try to organize something like that, like a, you know, a Taiwan style night market, and give people a chance to really have that experience, you know, because people love it. And it's, like I said, it's good for kids. It's good for business too. I'm walking down a different way, walking down the main road here. It's good for business, and it's good for families. And I mean, there's really no downside to it, actually. Yeah, so business idea for you, Mike. All right, let's go back around front, and we're gonna, sorry, I meant to the rear. Okay, we're back on. Okay, I'm gonna angle this a little bit, there you go. We've been on for an hour and 16 minutes. Been a pretty good live stream so far. Not so many people on though, because it's late. I mean, it's early. And I meant to say early. I haven't been down here in a long, long time, and it's completely different. And in fact, over there, there's another place called Toko Indo. There are so many places called Toko Indo, which means beautiful Indonesia, by the way. Excuse me, in Indonesia. It's Taiwan Sports Lottery, by the way. One of the things, though, Mike, you talked about in variety aspects is that there isn't zoning here like there is in many other places where you have to worry about what, you know, you want to build something, right? You have to worry about whether it's zoned for it or not. A lot of that doesn't exist here. Toko Indo, B2 it says. I wonder what B2. Does that mean it's downstairs? No, it's right there. I just wonder what kind of place that is. If that was an Indonesian store. There's no tables. It's not a restaurant. It's an Indonesian, yeah, it's an Indonesian store, looks like. Yeah, no place I can go in there and hang out, shoot the breeze. That looks like funerary urns. That's exactly what that looked like. Here's another foreign remittance kind of store. Yeah, it's Vietnamese. Catering a lot to the workers. And that has really changed here, because in the old days it was only Thai and Filipino, and now it's most of the Thais are gone, been replaced by Vietnamese, and a lot more Indonesians are coming. One of our factories employs almost exclusively Vietnamese people, excuse me, Indonesian people. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Now, I went up another way. So I'm gonna come down over here, because I want to show you guys something. You guys have seen me walk the Hukou Day Market, and I went through this building before. And okay, I can cross now, I think. Okay, yeah, nobody's coming. I want to show you this because I've never been here with you guys at night, and this is a cool place. Just remember one thing about Taiwan: no matter how creepy it looks, it's still safe. I mean, nothing's going to happen. Okay, light's green. Okay, I'm going to go in here. The market is obviously closed. Look over here. It's one of the inside places, and you guys will see me come here during the day. These are full of, excuse me, mostly sewing shops. Like I said, doesn't matter how creepy it is, everything's safe in Taiwan. Nice and quiet. If you want to come here and sit, lay down, do whatever, nobody will say anything. This is the hidden market. You guys have seen me talk about this before. Only problem is if I go deep in here, I think I might lose my signal. But you guys have seen me. You guys have seen me do this on Taiwan Live and The Real Taiwan. We go out down the other way and come out, and there's a temple out there. You guys have seen that many times. Just want to show you this because it is at night. It's another way out. So this is the road that the Hukou Day Market is on. If you look at my channel, I do a drone flyover of the day market during the day, and this whole place is covered. The center of the road has big umbrellas, and all these awnings that are put away now are all fully extended. See, most of them are only like halfway out. Gosh, what's going on with my voice? There's one vendor out tonight. One person selling something. People work hard here. You know, they have what they have because they work for it, not because it was given to them. Bunch of auto-tune on that record, boy. Somebody's blasting that in their house. I don't hear any singing, so I don't think it's karaoke. Excuse me. All right. Usually I walk down from that way, park the car when I'm live streaming the day market. This is what it looks like at night. This way is the train station. We're going to be heading in a second. This is douhua, literally bean flour, but it's a tofu dish that's a dessert, and it's usually sweet. They put all kinds of stuff in it, jelly and like pearls, you know, the tapioca pearls and many other things, fruit. And so I usually don't eat it, but my wife and my daughter love it. The tea shop we go to, yeah, I can see it's cloudy. I'm not going to be doing any astronomy tonight. Tea shop we go to, Mr. Gan is right over here, but excuse me, I'm not going to go in because I really don't have time to engage him in conversation. I got a big meeting tomorrow at the factory. Got to get up kind of early for that. So, yeah, there they are. 不好意思，我没有时间，下一层啊，谢谢，拜拜。早安，晚安。What did I say? What did I say? I said good morning. I meant to say good night. I just said time. Next time. I said next time. There's a lady over here that runs one of these restaurants that speaks English, and she agreed to have me interview her sometime and put it on YouTube about what she does with a restaurant. She studied English, and she's really very fluent, and so much so that when I talk with her, I always start out in Chinese. We just end up speaking English before it's all done. Oh, I said Salon. That's crazy. That's cool. Yeah. Well, I I recently turned 68, so we're about the same, Mike. The thing is Asia keeps you on your toes, and I mean literally, because I can't tell you how many times I've been like to Bangkok or other places. I was on a boat dock, and you see people who haven't spent much time. They're just they recently got there. They almost trip because they don't pick their feet up very high. They just shuffle their feet along, and the streets, everything, they're all uneven. And little place. So this is salt flavor on it, which is very common. So I find that as I walk, I've been here 20 years, I pick my feet up higher off the ground than I used to. It's just a matter of course. So yeah, it was really interesting. And the first time I saw that, uh, I was noticing people tripping on things that I didn't think were that high. It's because of the regulations in the country where they live. Things have to be well marked. You can't have a ramp like the one that got me in Kaohsiung where I fell. Can't have something like that that's not marked. Because I had a mask on, I couldn't see below. It's the same color. And all of a sudden, boom. Yep, fell right down. So, yeah, it's like that. I don't know, she said something about Taiwan, and I just looked at her and she kind of bowed. I don't know what's going on. I should have said, "What's up?" Can't do stealth with this like you can with a Pocket 3 because it's too big. iPhone's doing pretty good though, because I started out with 90%. Been streaming for an hour and a half almost. I got 55% left. And I gotta say, I have the iPhone with the Arc Pulse protector on it. I have the DJI Mic 2 receiver on the end of the iPhone, which puts it right at the upper limit, right at the top limit of what the Insta360 Flow gimbal is rated to handle, and it's been running. I gotta really give this thing credit. Let's see, I just touched the motors. Nothing's even warm. Wow, this thing is better than I thought. I was thinking about getting rid of it, but after this, because when I got it, I didn't have the Mic 2. When I got it, I had, and I still have, the Relicart system, and the Relicart receiver is really small, and it just sits in the cold shoe on the gimbal. So this is the Hukou train station over there. And this is a restaurant that I have eaten at many times. There's a family center, I'm not going to show them. But yeah, High Life over here. Cocoa Tea Shop right over there, which I used to frequent a lot, and then they stopped making the tea that I like. But I've had one cup of tea, so I'm not going to get any more. Over there is the best niuro mian, the famous dish, beef noodle soup. It's like a ma and pa. It's been there 20 years that I've been here. It's been there. But this is the Hukou station, and they rebuilt it, I'm going to say 7 or 8 years ago, maybe more. And it's beautiful. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the train south, which would be to the left with reference to the station. And yeah. So I think at this point, I need to sign off and say, 再见, 晚安, 谢谢 everybody. Thanks for joining. And I'll see you next time on The Real Taiwan. And hopefully this wasn't too early. But I know I usually come on closer to midnight my time, which would be around noon Eastern Standard Time, USA. Let me just say good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are around the world. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining us at the dismal disappointing, but yet culturally significant Hukou night market.